All right, we've got Aoyama, Yuga Aoyama, 627 death, earth, life, response after you flip one or more foundations during your attack's enhanced step. Your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage, playable while committed. Enhance commit. The next card you attempt to play this turn gets -1 difficulty for each of your face down foundations. So anytime you flip, your moves get big. And then for each card you attempt to play this turn, it gets -1 difficulty. Or the next card you play this turn is essentially free. The first thing that I can think about is this card. This card in this character. So like a life instantly is what is turning me on. Like instantly, I'm getting excited about life just because frog lashing exists. Ready to face downs and get 1,000,000 damage for it. Neat. Like after his whole staging area is flipped, this thing just shoots in for 1,000,000. But let's look at his stuff to see if the other symbols would be worth it. We've got instant shining flash. Flip a foundation. The next card you attempt to play this turn gets -1 difficulty. I love it. Response after you play this card, your rival discards 1 momentum. It's a 1 low block, charged ranged weapon. It's ranged. It can be discarded with Soo. Ooh, nuts. It's a high, so it can go in our momentum with Ochako. Nice. And it is momentum hate, which is like just like really good. It's like really good. Yeah. So this is a 5 high for 5 in him because it flips on face and then gets the 1/1. Playable while committed. That's so cool. Yeah, this card's red. As a rare, I think it's totally fine as a rare slot. It's got a very good block zone, and it kind of does everything you want this character to do. Yeah. Let's move on. Naval Laser Beam. It's a 5/3, 2 mid, 3. 2 mid block, 3 mid for 6. It has Breaker 2. That's huge. First enhance, discard 1 momentum, unflip 2 foundations. Pardon? That's so good. We get to just like make sure that we can fuel the enhance. Discard a momentum, unflip 2 foundations. Maybe what up here flips? We get to unflip this guy. We get to flip this guy. What other symbols does he have? This card flips. We just get to unflip Encouraging Training Partner for a momentum, as well as Infinite Potential, as well as Wealthy Aspirations. He's got Death. Do you flip? You flip, and you flip. You don't flip. You flip? Oh, no. Oh, no. Discard a momentum, grab 2 wall clings. You'll never kill me. Flip foundations, it gets 2 speed. Flip foundation, it gets 2 damage. So it actually gets 3 speed, 1 damage, and 1 speed, 3 damage. So this thing gives +4/+4 if you flip 2 foundations in him. So this is a 7 mid for 10. What? Wowzers. Huh. This is cool. Yeah, this is deserving of an ultra rare for sure. I don't think it's necessarily great outside of him, but in him, this card's gonna nuke you from space. That's so good. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. And then we've got Naval Laser Charge. It's a 4/3, 3 mid block, 3 low for 5. Charge range weapon. Enhance, discard momentum. Gain 3 health. Enhance, if you have flipped a foundation during this enhanced step. Your next attack this turn gets 1/1. But this card does not flip on itself. So we got to find other things to flip. And we just talked about like a bunch of cards that are allowed to unflip with Naval Laser Beam, which means that we're allowed to flip. Discard momentum for 3 health seems not amazing. It just depends on if his last card has a momentum dump or not, right? So like this thing says discard a momentum, and then this thing says discard a momentum, but it's not something silly because like what momentum dumps do we? What momentum dumps do we have inside of the game over my hero currently? EX, powerful. And so this just gives him a second way to discard the momentum that he's for sure gonna get. This is a 7 mid for 10. He's gonna hit you with this. And so once he gets that momentum on the next turn, we'll gain 3 health, which I think is a totally fine payoff. And it's also gonna be really good in like in constructed. Gaining health in constructed is like, it's kind of good. And also like, it's a charge, and so we can play this in like Ochako and just like try and never die. like there could be an Ochako deck that like sits here and just like recycles naval laser charge. Like that could just be a thing that happens. If you have 2, they're all charges. Laser beam is not, but this one is. Yeah, if you have 2 naval laser charge, you just get to gain 3 all time, or 3 every turn. We'll move on. Panchette, Shining Naval Blast, a 5/3, 2 high, 5 mid for 5, juicy stats. It's a common. Flip a foundation. Your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Your rival discards momentum. This guy hates momentum, huh? This guy hates momentum. Like panache? Panache? Panache naval laser. Shining naval blast. Panache. He charges up his laser beam. No, this guy just hates your opponent's momentum. This guy cannot stand your opponent. Panache. Shining naval blast. This guy hates your opponent's momentum. That's all I'm trying to say. Flip a foundation. This deck gets 1/1. Rival discard momentum, which means it gets another 1/1. This is a 5 diff 7 mid for 7 that discards an opponent's momentum. This card is going to be insane. Insane and sealed. This card is crazy. Soft A, like Apple? Like the first way you say it? Like Charlie Nash. Nash as in Ash. Alright, now I'm just with you. Panache. Anywho, Deadlock Nancy gets +5 damage. It kills you. This card absolutely demolishes you. Love the extra keyword stuff on it. I don't see this card having any extra play in other characters. Like I don't see why you would play this card over this card unless you're like needed the block zone, because this response is just already better than the flip a foundation to do a thing, right? Deadlock Enhance, die. Yeah, man. Deadlock Enhance, you better block this. If you get the Deadlock and this thing's in Shigaraki, it's a 6 mid for 6 that gets +5 damage and it burns him for 5. Don't go to Deadlock against Shigaraki with this card. He'll nuke you from space. Yeah, this card's cool. It gives me a big smash energy where, like, I don't think it's going to see very much play outside of either their own character or sealed or excuse me, limited play. But this card is cool. This card is very, very cool. It does a very good job. Murder them. On to his foundations. Glamorous. It's a 2/5 with a 3 low block response. After you build this card, unflip a foundation. Wowzers, that's crazy. Wowzers, that's crazy. If there's any way to like recycle this, you could just like do this forever. Huh. Enhance flip. This attack gets +3 speed. Only playable if this attack speed is less than its printed speed. So if you... What gives minus speed currently? This guy gives minus speed. And so you can just be like, actually, he gets +3 speed. Just kidding. Hey, stop this heroic lineage. That's cool. Yeah, this card is good. I think it's going to be a 4 of in him because we have to keep unflipping things in order to, like, play our game perpetually. And then the +3 speed is, like, super good. Your ISP is probably illegally throttling Twitch upload. What's ISP? I'm so bad. What's ISP? Internet service provider. Oh, no. That sucks. I hope that's not true. That would be so lame and annoying. I think glamorous is cool though. We'll move on. Someone with style. It is a 2/5 with some sort of block. Too high. Response destroy after the foundation is committed due to a stun ability. Reduce your rival's attack to speed to 0. Oh my goodness. Playable while committed. Hey, don't stun me. Don't do it. Enhance once per turn. Destroy a foundation. Ready this foundation. Playable while committed. Huh. Destroy a foundation. Ready one foundation is kind of nutty, huh? Destroy one of my bad face downs to ready my cool face up. That's good. Jess could really be stun one phobic. I'm down. Let's get rid of all stuns. Just kidding. Don't do that. But I think that this is appropriate stun hate, and it feels like if there's enough stun hate inside of the game, that we don't need something along the lines of Sense of Morals, right? With this like crazy repeatable stun. Like we just don't need that, which is like cool. Yeah, I love this card. I think it's gonna be like a 2-3 of in every set. And it's a common, which means like stun inside of constructed is not just gonna blow people out for no reason. That's really smart. It's good. Or sorry, stun unlimited. Move on to light tipped or tight lipped. Light tipped? Tight lipped. Lol. It's a 0/5 with a 1 mid block. Unbelievable stats. Enhanced Flip a Foundation. This deck gets +1 damage. With our character, it's now 1 speed and 2 damage, though. This card is going to be a mandatory 4 of in every Ayama deck. This probably could have been the rare, and they would have made so much money. They'd have made so much money. But I'm happy it's not, because other people are going to want to play this too, right? Like, I'm getting a ton of speed off of... Oh, can I even play these symbols? Just kidding. I'm getting a ton of speed off of Asui's moves, but I want to get more damage to push through. I can turn any of my bad foundations into get +1 damage. This is cool. I like this card a lot. This is a good one. And then my last card... Can't it just get errated to E-check a 4 do nothing? No. Are you talking about Sense Morals? No, Dan, get out of here. That's not happening. Trishik Cape is a 1/5 with our first 4 mid block. This is the worst block we've seen today, yeah? Besides Plus Ultra, which exists over here as a 5. Unique, first enhanced commit, unflip, 1 committed foundation. Stunning. Great ability. There's not a ton of playable while committed. This guy's playable while committed to like re-ready a thing. So like this and this is like a really neat combo. Anything that says flip playable while committed is like good. Like if you have to flip tight-lipped for like some reason and you get to unflip it with Trishy Cape, I think this is rad. And then Deadlock Form, remove, add up to 2 range attacks from your card pool to your hand. This one, I'm gonna add 2 of these guys. I think 2 of these ones, please. That's the ones that I want. Yeah, this card's Trishy Cape is just good. It's probably gonna be played at a 3 of in most of these decks. If there's any sort of asset hate. But, like, checking this card and getting rid of it is going to be pretty rough. Also talked about how good Training Partner is on defense and lets you reuse it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Wowzers. Huh. If we only had a way to ready it, though, right? How do we ready it after we're done? I don't think there's any way to re-ready it. We can re-ready this, but, like... Yo, we flip this and then we flip this and then we unflip it and then we re-ready it again. Its non-deadlock ability seems too restrictive. Good, it should be. Well, this card essentially says enhance commit, ignore the cost of one of your foundations once a turn. Like that's like good. Once per turn, ignore the cost of a foundation. You get to just unflip this every turn. Like you just always have wall cling. Like these 2 cards together are gonna make life such an unbelievable defensive symbol. This card basically says this isn't good enough to be an asset. What do you? I guess I'm confused on your wording, Silic. What are your guys' thoughts on his kit as a whole? I know I'm feeling that I love him. I think he's super, super cool. I like that his character is not just like ultra free and like it does everything that you want the card to do. And it's not like obviously your only game plan. Oh, I drew him. Yeah, I think this character is cool and I like him a lot. It's actually really hard, and that is the beauty, right? I think this card. I think somebody's gonna open this in their sealed pool and just like accidentally nuke somebody. It's gonna be so rad. And they get a real big, because even this is like a 5 mid for 8 is like just like good. What do you guys think? Rad, meh, or nah? Hit me with it. 1s, 2s, and 3s in chats. 1 for rad, 2 for meh, 3 for nah. I'm in the... If I could make a 4th one that is in between rad and meh, it's that's where I'm at. I am excited to play this character. I don't think that I'll make a constructed version of him, though. I'm excited that he exists, but it's not a... I'm not crazy about him. I do love his entire kit, though. I think he might have a little bit too much momentum hate. I would have liked to see that spread out throughout other pieces of cardboard, right? Like it'd have been neat for this character to have some sort of momentum hate. But I get why it's here. It's neat. Free, you're absolutely right. I will be building every character for content. Probably 3 times if we're really gonna call a spade a spade. So far, when it comes to the characters that we have seen 3 life characters, right? How does the life symbol look? Right? We've seen 3 life characters. We've seen 2 air characters. We've seen 2 death, 2 fire, only 1 chaos with Ochako. So like, I really hope I don't have to stretch this content out for 2 years. Honestly, I won't. I won't stretch it out for 2 years. I've got a huge list of things that I want to do, but it won't. It won't. Only 1 all character. Yeah. So far. I'll get this off the screen. Looks like we're pretty meh on Ayama. That's fine. So far, main set wise, I'm impressed. There's only a couple things that I'm like a little questionable on. I'm questionable on this character. I'm questionable on this card. I'm questionable on this card maybe. I'm very questionable on this card. I think this card's insane. Honestly, I'm a little questionable on this card and this card. And not questionable on my turn 2 aggro. Yeah, I mean I am, right? But this card's a 6/2 in order to do that, and that is super scary. You check a 2 on that, and like the whole game's over as a 5-hander. Like it's risk reward for sure. I think this is what's gonna be more spooky in the other characters, especially if there's like a 7-hander that like wants to play this game.